The Amazon is not just a place on a map, it's a living, breathing world, a realm where every inch teems with life and mystery. It stretches out before you like an immense ocean of green, a vast and unbroken sea of trees that seems to go on forever. They call it the lungs of our planet, and every breath there feels charged with life, thick, humid, and full of the scent of earth and growing things. This wilderness holds secrets older than our oldest stories, a place of power and mystery where ancient trees stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time. I felt its call from thousands of miles away, a whisper that became a roar, pulling me toward its depths with a promise of discovery and transformation. My journey wasn't about conquering nature, but listening to it, letting the forest teach me rather than trying to master it. I wanted to meet the people who call this forest home. Communities living in harmony with the jungle for generations, whose lives are deeply intertwined with the land. Their stories are woven into the fabric of the trees, rivers, and animals, each tradition a thread in the Amazon's living tapestry. I wanted to learn from them, to see the Amazon through their eyes, to understand the wisdom passed down through countless generations. Before setting foot in the jungle, I prepared not just my supplies, but my mind and spirit, knowing that this journey would challenge me in ways I couldn't yet imagine. The Amazon demands respect. You must enter with an open heart, ready to learn, and a willingness to be humbled by its vastness. The thought of what lay ahead filled me with excitement and a healthy dose of fear, an awareness that I was stepping into the unknown. I was heading into a world where nature is still in charge, powerful rivers, dense undergrowth, and creatures I'd only seen in books or documentaries. But more than anything, I was drawn by the human element. The chance to meet people who live so differently from me, yet share the same hopes and dreams. This was the true treasure I sought, a journey to the heart of the Amazon, and to the heart of what it means to be human, to connect across cultures and landscapes. It was a quest for connection, understanding, and a glimpse into a way of life both ancient and relevant today, a journey that would change me forever. My adventure began where the roads ended, replaced by the gentle lapping of water against a wooden canoe. The world I knew faded behind me, replaced by the endless green and the rhythmic sound of paddles dipping into the river. The river became my highway, pumping life into the heart of the forest. Its winding path was both a guide and a mystery, drawing me deeper into the unknown. Every bend revealed new walls of green, trees towering like silent giants. Their canopies formed a living roof, sheltering countless secrets and stories. My guide, born by this river, navigated with instinct, reading currents, spotting wildlife, teaching me patience. He shared tales of the forest, his voice blending with the sounds of nature. As we traveled deeper, the outside world faded away. There was only the forest and the river. Time seemed to slow, measured only by the changing light and the calls of distant birds. At night we moored by the bank, slinging hammocks between trees, surrounded by the jungle's chorus. The air was thick with the scent of earth and leaves, alive with the hum of insects and the distant hoot of an owl. Lying in my hammock, I felt both small and deeply connected to everything around me. The vastness of the forest made me humble, yet I felt a sense of belonging under the stars. The final part of the journey was on foot, plunging into dense undergrowth. Each step forward was a step into a world untouched and wild. Every step was careful, the air heavy and humid, but the forest floor felt like a living cathedral. The ground was soft, blanketed with fallen leaves and the promise of new life. Shafts of sunlight pierced the canopy, illuminating the diversity below. Each ray revealed a tapestry of plants, insects, and hidden creatures. It was exhausting, but with every step, I felt closer to the heart of this world. The deeper I went, the more I understood the delicate balance of life here. The Amazon was no longer just a place. It was an experience unfolding with every moment, a living, breathing world that welcomed me into its embrace. Arriving at the village was unforgettable. No grand entrance, just emerging from the trees into a clearing of simple huts. The air was thick with the scent of the jungle, and the sounds of nature enveloped us. Children stared, their eyes wide with curiosity. Then an elder approached, calm and deliberate, his gaze deep and searching. His presence commanded respect and a sense of ancient wisdom. My guide explained our presence and we were welcomed with gentle acceptance. The elder nodded and a sense of peace settled over the group. We shared food, laughter, and curiosity. Connection grew beyond language. The meals were simple but rich in flavor, and the laughter was a universal language. Trust was built slowly, not through questions but by participating in daily life. We joined in their routines, learning their ways and rhythms. I helped prepare food, followed hunters, and learned that respect is shown through actions. Each task was a lesson in patience and skill. By living their rhythm, I was accepted as a temporary member of their community. Their way of life became a part of me, if only for a short time. One evening the elder told stories by the fire, tales of spirits, rivers, and animal wisdom. The flickering flames cast shadows that danced with the stories. Even without understanding every word, I felt the lessons. These stories were their history and guide to life. The expressions on their faces spoke volumes. In that moment, I realized I was being given a precious gift, a glimpse into an ancient, profound worldview. It was a moment of deep connection and understanding. The warmth of their welcome and the depth of their wisdom left a lasting impression. Their smiles were genuine and their gestures were filled with kindness. I saw that true connection is built on presence, humility, and shared experience. It's about being there, fully engaged and open-hearted. The village was a bridge between worlds, mine and theirs, the modern and the ancient. It stood as a testament to the possibility of harmony between different ways of life. I was no longer just an observer, I was part of their story, if only for a while. Their rituals and traditions became a part of my journey. The Amazon's heart beats strongest in its people. Their spirit, resilience, and connection to the land are what make this place truly special. Daily life in the village is a dance with nature. Everything needed comes from the forest. Homes are built from timber and palm, food from gardens, fishing and hunting. There's no supermarket or 9 to 5. Life follows the rhythms of the land. Work is shared, everyone has a role, and cooperation is the foundation. Their knowledge of plants is astonishing. The forest is both pharmacy and hardware store. Remedies for fevers, bites, and more are passed down through generations. They take only what they need, ensuring the forest provides for the future. Ownership is different here. The forest doesn't belong to them, they belong to the forest. Tools, food, and resources are shared, creating a powerful social safety net. Children are raised by the whole village, learning by watching and doing. There's no formal school, but their education is rich, focused on living well within their world. The most important lesson: how to live happily and sustainably as part of a community and environment. Living in the Amazon overwhelms the senses. Your eyes adjust to infinite greens, punctuated by flashes of color. The electric blue of a morpho butterfly, the red of a poison dart frog, the rainbow of a toucan, each a marvel. The jungle sounds are a constant symphony: insects, birds, monkeys by day, cicadas and frogs by night. Sometimes a snap in the dark reminds you of the wildness all around. The Amazon is something you feel: humid air, cool river water, rough bark, soft earth. Even the smells are vivid: jasmine at night, earthy decay, the scent after rain. The jungle gets under your skin and becomes part of you. Every sense is heightened, every moment alive with discovery. The Amazon is not just seen, it's experienced with your whole being. The Amazon is breathtaking. A paradise of misty mornings, giant lily pads, and dazzling biodiversity. In a single square kilometer, more species thrive than in all of Europe. The beauty is in grand vistas and tiny details. An insect's wing, a wild orchid's sunlight through leaves. But this paradise is also perilous. Rivers can flood, venomous creatures lurk, and a simple cut can become dangerous. The people here respect the jungle's power. Survival depends on knowledge and caution. I had close calls: a near step on a venomous snake, a canoe nearly capsized by a sudden storm. These moments taught humility and the importance of listening to those who know the land. The Amazon's duality, beauty and danger, makes it compelling and precious. The presence of jaguars and anacondas signals a healthy ecosystem. The people coexist with these dangers, moving with confidence born from generations of experience. Here, respect for the wild is a way of life. The indigenous people of the Amazon are its true guardians, living in deep symbiosis with the forest. Their sustainable ways, agriculture, hunting, fishing, preserve resources for generations. Their knowledge is a priceless library, now under threat from the modern world. Logging, mining, and pollution destroy both forest and culture. The people face a crisis they didn't create, fighting to protect their land and future. When indigenous rights are respected, the forest thrives. These communities are key to the Amazon's survival, blending tradition and science for a sustainable future. Supporting them is planetary self-preservation, not charity. They ask not for pity but for respect and solidarity. Protecting the rainforest means protecting its people and ourselves. Leaving the village was one of the hardest things I've done. The elders' silent message was one of hope, fear, and trust, entrusting me with their story. I made a silent promise to remember and share what I'd seen. The journey back felt different. The jungle was now familiar, its threats more real. I'd seen what was at stake, the human face of this crisis. The experience stripped away my world's complexities, revealing what truly matters: community, connection, a healthy planet. Wealth here is measured in relationships and knowledge, not possessions. The people of the Amazon are rich in spirit and belonging. I returned with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing we're all connected to the Amazon's fate. The promise I made is one we all must make, to become guardians of the forest as they are. I've tried to share the Amazon's beauty and the wisdom of its people, but words can only do so much. Now, I ask you to let these stories move you to action. The future of the Amazon and its people hangs in the balance. They need our help. We are all connected. Our choices impact the rainforest. Learn about the issues, support organizations working with indigenous communities, and make conscious choices. This is about saving people, preserving diversity and ancient wisdom. The people of the Amazon are our contemporaries, fighting for their right to exist. By helping them, we help ourselves. Please join this fight. Share this story, raise awareness, and let the world know you care. The forest and its people are crying out for help. Will you listen? Will you stand with them? Now is the time for solidarity and action. Let's help protect this incredible world, for their children, and for all of ours.